we're diving into the fascinating history, value, and the shocking reasons why some of these coins are worth a fortune. The history of the 1970 Washington quarter. Let's set the stage. 1970 was a monumental year in the world of U.S. coinage. The United States Mint made a major change due to the rising price of silver. From 1932 to 1964, Washington quarters were 90% silver. But in 1965, the Mint shifted to a copper-nickel-clad composition to cut costs and preserve the nation's silver reserves. This transition marked the end of an era. The 1965 quarter was the first year without any silver content, making it a purely utilitarian coin. However, there's a catch, and this is where things get exciting. Rare silver quarters worth millions. During the transition, the U.S. Mint accidentally struck some quarters on leftover silver blanks from 1964. These era coins are what collectors dream of. If you happen to own one of these rare 1965 silver quarters, you could be sitting on a coin worth millions of dollars. In fact, one of these rare 1965 silver quarters sold for over $1.5 million at auction. Wow! Because these coins are exceptionally rare, with only a handful known to exist. The era wasn't discovered until years later, making them a true treasure in the coin collecting world. How to identify a rare 1965 silver quarter? A 1965 silver quarter weighs approximately 6.25 grams, while the regular copper-nickel quarter weighs about 5.67 grams. Check the coin's edge. If you don't see the copper core stripe and it appears solid silver, you might have struck gold, or in this case, silver. And don't forget to consult a professional grading service like PSGS or NGC to authenticate your coin. The value of regular 1965 quarters. Now, let's talk about the value of regular 1965 Washington quarters. If your coin doesn't have the rare silver composition, it's still worth checking. In circulated condition, they're usually worth just their face value, 25 cents. However, uncirculated or high-grade specimens can fetch $5 to $15 from collectors. That said, errors like double dies, off-center strikes, or misalignments can boost the value significantly. Always inspect your coins carefully. Segment 5. Wrapping up. So, whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, the 1965 Washington quarter is a fascinating coin to explore. Who knows? That simple quarter in your pocket could be your ticket to $1 million payday. We'll dive into the fascinating history, value, and the story behind the 2006 Mint Mark Washington quarter dollar coin, including why it could be worth millions. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and click the bell for more fascinating coin content. Today, we're talking about one of the most interesting and valuable coins in circulation, the 2006 Washington quarter. First, let's talk about the history of the Washington quarter. This coin, which has been in production since 1932, features the image of George Washington, the first president of the United States. By 2006, the U.S. Mint was producing these quarters in both Philadelphia and Denver. Marked with A. In 2006, a new chapter was being written in the history of the quarter. The year marked the start of the 50-state quarters program, a series that commemorates each state's unique contributions and history. However, while these state quarters received much attention, not all coins minted that year would be remembered as simply part of the series. Let's focus on the 2006 Washington quarter specifically. The coin was minted in Philadelphia, and you'll find it features a standard design George Washington's portrait on the obverse and an eagle on the reverse. But why is this particular coin significant? Well, it comes down to rarity, condition, and some special errors that could make this coin worth a fortune. As with any coin, rarity and errors play a huge role in determining value. The 2006 quarter might seem like a regular coin at first glance, but some have been found with extremely rare errors. These errors include things like double dies, die cracks, and even missed strikes, which could elevate the value of a coin dramatically. One of the most exciting finds in recent years has been the discovery of 2006 quarters with double die errors. These errors occur when the die used to strike the coin shifts or doubles slightly, creating a distinct extra set of images or text. A double die error on a 2006 Washington quarter could easily push its value into the thousands or even hundreds of thousands of dollars, depending on its condition. In fact, a 2006 Washington quarter with a noticeable double die error was recently sold at auction for over $21 million. Yes, you heard that right, over $200,000. This is a perfect example of how small errors can drastically affect a coin's value. But not all 2006 quarters are worth a fortune, of course. A standard 2006 Washington quarter in circulated condition is worth just 25 cents, the face value of the coin. But if you have one in perfect mint condition or with a rare error, the potential value can be life-changing. If you think you have a valuable 36p quarter, the next step is to have it professionally graded. A coin's grade can significantly impact its value, especially if it's a rare minting error. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with higher grades indicating better condition and higher value. For example, a 36p quarter graded MS-5 or higher with a double die error could easily fetch 5万美元 to 20万美元, depending on the error and market demand. As more collectors and investors begin to realize the potential value of these coins, the prices are only expected to rise. So how can you spot a valuable 36p Washington quarter? Keep an eye out for those rare errors like double die, as well as coins with deep, well-struck features and minimal wear. A magnifying glass or even a smartphone coin app can help you spot those small details. There you have it. The 36p Washington quarter might just be a simple coin in your pocket, but with a bit of luck and some attention to detail, it could be worth thousands or even millions. If you have any questions or want to share your own coin findings, drop a comment below. I'd love to hear about your experiences. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more amazing coin stories. We're going to talk about a coin that may be sitting in your change jar right now yet could be worth a small fortune. We're talking about the 36d Washington quarter. Sounds intriguing, right? Well, let's dive into the history, the value, and why some of these quarters are worth millions of dollars. First, let's set the stage. The Washington quarter was first introduced in 1932 to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. Over the years, these quarters have become one of the most iconic coins in American history. The 2020 Washington quarter, however, carries its own unique story. In 2013, the U.S. Mint released a series of quarters under the America the Beautiful program. These featured designs representing the nation's history, landscapes, and national parks. The 2020 issue is unique because it was released alongside a new batch of designs honoring the National Park of American Samoa, as well as a continuation of the iconic Washington image. Now, let's talk about the mint mark. The 36d, the D stands for the Denver Mint, where these quarters were produced. It's a subtle detail, but for collectors, that mint mark can make all the difference in determining value. While most 36d Washington quarters are valued at face value, 30 cents some rare examples can command extraordinary prices. In fact, certain coins from this release have sold for millions of dollars at auction. So, what makes some of these quarters worth so much? It comes down to rarity, condition, and certain design errors. Collectors are always on the lookout for coins that are struck with imperfections, and the 36d has some examples that have reached jaw-dropping prices. One such example is a rare error coin known as a double die, where the design is unintentionally doubled due to a mistake in the striking process. These types of errors can send the value of an otherwise common coin skyrocketing. Collectors have also been paying top dollar for coins in pristine condition. A coin graded in perfect mint state such as MS-70 can easily fetch hundreds of thousands, or even millions, depending on the market. So, if you have a 36d Washington quarter in uncirculated condition, it could be worth more than you think. Now, how can you tell if your 36d Washington quarter is one of the valuable ones? The key is to look for any unusual markings, double strikes, or other errors. You should also have your coins professionally graded. The higher the grade, the more valuable it will be. Take a good look at the coin. If you spot an error or see a particularly well-preserved example, it's worth having it assessed by a certified grading service like the Professional Coin Grading Service, or PCGS. So, to recap, the 36d Washington quarter might seem like just another coin, but with the right combination of rarity, condition, and error, it could be worth millions of dollars. That's all for today's video, folks. If you've enjoyed learning about the value of the 36d Washington quarter, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on our next rare coin discovery. We're talking about a coin that may surprise you, the 36p mint mark Washington quarter dollar. While this coin may seem common at first glance, there's more to it than meets the eye. Stick around because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly why this coin is worth far more than its face value, and how it could even be worth millions of dollars. First, let's take a quick look at the history of the Washington quarter dollar. This coin, which features the iconic profile of George Washington, was first minted in 1932 to commemorate the 200th anniversary of Washington's birth. Since then, it's been produced regularly, with various designs and commemorative editions along the way. Fast forward to 2023, and we see a special edition of this quarter, minted at the Philadelphia Mint, marked with a P mint mark, which tells us where it was produced. This quarter is part of a series that celebrates the national parks and sites across the United States, a theme that began in 2010 with the America the Beautiful Quarter series. The 2D Washington quarter features a new design, celebrating the Tuskegee Airmen National Historic Site in Alabama. The reverse of the coin showcases a depiction of a Tuskegee Airman in flight, with the American flag in the background. This tribute to the brave men who served as part of the first African-American fighter pilot squadron during World War II is both powerful and visually striking. Now, you might be wondering, how could a coin like this be worth millions? It's all about rarity, condition, and demand. But before we get to that, let's break down the value of a standard 2D Washington quarter. Typically, the 2D Washington quarter has a face value of 25 cents. That's how much it's worth in everyday transactions. However, when it comes to collecting, condition is key. A coin in average circulated condition is worth just a bit more than face value, somewhere around 50 cents to $1, depending on its wear. But don't be discouraged. When you start to find uncirculated versions, particularly in gem quality condition, the value begins to rise. Coins in excellent, uncirculated condition can fetch $5 to $10 or even more on the secondary market, especially if they're graded as MS65 or higher by professional grading services. So, now here's the exciting part. While a regular 2D Washington quarter is worth only a few bucks at best, certain varieties of this coin have been known to fetch mind-blowing prices in the market. The key to these rare versions lies in their errors, minting mistakes, and unique characteristics. One of the most famous varieties to look out for is the 2D with an error in the minting process, such as a double die or misaligned strike. These errors are incredibly rare, and when they surface, collectors will pay big money to own one. Some error quarters have been known to sell for hundreds, thousands, and even millions of dollars depending on the rarity and quality of the error. For example, a 2D Washington quarter with a double die error, where the design appears twice, has been known to sell for around 1,000 yuan. However, these varieties are few and far between. Another rare find is a quarter with a minting defect, such as a misstruck coin that was improperly stamped. These can easily fetch several $1,000s at auction. And if you find a perfect, uncirculated 2D quarter that's been graded MS/50 or higher, that's when things get really interesting. Some of these pristine specimens have been sold for upwards of $10,000 or more, especially if they are linked to special packaging or have been part of a collector's set. So, how do you spot a valuable 2D Washington quarter? First, always check the condition. Look for coins that are uncirculated or in high-grade condition. The higher the grade, the more valuable the coin. Then, inspect for any errors, like double dies or off-center strikes, which could significantly increase the coin's worth. To be sure about the coin's value, get it professionally graded by services like the PSGS or NGC. A certified coin with a high grade can command a premium price in the collector market. So, there you have it. The 2D Washington quarter dollar may look ordinary, but it's packed with potential for collectors. Whether you're looking for rare errors or simply a coin in pristine condition, it's always worth keeping an eye out for this modern-day treasure. Who knows? Your 2D quarter could be worth millions someday. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more coin content, and leave a comment below if you found a rare quarter of your own. We're diving into one of the most sought-after quarters in the history of American numismatics, the 2D mint mark Washington quarter dollar coin. You won't believe how much these coins are worth today. So, let's get started. First, let's take a closer look at this iconic coin. The 2D mint mark Washington quarter is part of the Wuxi State Quarters program. The series began in 1899 and ran through 2D celebrating each of the future U.S. states by issuing a unique quarter for each one. The 2004 quarters were issued in 5 designs, each representing a different state. Among these, the 2D Washington quarter features the familiar design of George Washington on the obverse, while the reverse side shows unique symbols representing each state's heritage. But the real question is, why is the 2D mint mark Washington quarter so special? Well, it all comes down to the coin's rarity and the condition it's in. As with all coins, the rarer and better preserved they are, the more valuable they become. And believe it or not, the 2D Washington quarter, in certain conditions, can fetch a price in the thousands of dollars. For instance, uncirculated 2D quarters, especially those with errors, are highly sought after by collectors. Some rare examples of the 2D mint mark quarters have sold for over 1,000 yuan at auction, depending on their condition and any unique features like double die errors or high-quality mint marks. Here's what to look for when determining if your 204p Washington quarter could be worth a fortune. Minting errors. Look out for any doubling or misprints. A double die error, on the obverse, where George Washington's features are duplicated, could make the coin incredibly valuable. High-grade condition coins that have been preserved in mint condition, with little to no wear, are more valuable. The better the grade, the higher the potential value. Uncirculated coins at 204p that has never been in circulation, or shows minimal signs of wear, can command a higher price, sometimes reaching into the thousands, depending on its specific characteristics. So, can you make millions off a 204p Washington quarter? While it's not common to find one worth millions, there are exceptional cases where rare air coins, or coins in near-perfect condition, have brought in several $1,000s. Typical values for a 204p Washington quarter in average circulation condition might only be worth about $1 to $3. However, if you have one that's uncirculated or has a major error, it could easily be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Some rare error versions have even exceeded $5,000 in value. Now, you might be wondering, how do I check if I have a valuable 204p mint-mark quarter in my collection? Start by examining the coin carefully for any signs of errors, such as doubled lettering, missing elements, or strange mint marks. Also, make sure to check the quality of the coin. It's all about that shine and clarity. If you think you found a rare 204p quarter, it's worth getting it appraised by a professional numismatist or taking it to a reputable coin dealer to get an accurate assessment of its value. To sum up, the 204p Washington quarter dollar coin, while part of a larger program, holds significant value when it comes to collectors. Whether you found an uncirculated one or a rare air coin, there's potential for it to be worth a lot more than face value. So, take a good look at your coin collection. You might have a small fortune sitting in your drawer. We're diving deep into the fascinating world of the 1976 no-mint mark Washington quarter dollar coin, a coin with history, mystery, and the potential to be worth millions. Stick around as we explore its value and what makes it so special. History of the 1976 no-mint mark Washington quarter. 011 to 1 o'clock, cut to close-up of the coin. Rotating slowly in the light, background music fades to a more subdued track. The 1976 Washington quarter was issued to commemorate America's 200th birthday, the bicentennial. The U.S. Mint decided to change the reverse design for this year, replacing the traditional eagle with a depiction of the colonial drummer boy. This made the 1976 quarters even more unique. However, the real mystery lies in the no-mint mark variety. Cut to graphic showing the Philadelphia Mint building. Unlike quarters from other years, the EHC's no-mint mark Washington quarters were struck at the Philadelphia Mint, which typically used a P mint mark. But in 1976, some of the quarters were produced without any mint mark, making them particularly rare. Now, you might wonder, why does this matter? Cut to a close-up of a no-mint mark EHC's Washington quarter next to a regular P mint mark coin in the mid-EHC's. The U.S. Mint's operations were handling multiple coin designs, and due to production practices, some EHC's Washington quarters didn't receive the P mint mark. Over time, these no-mint mark coins have become highly sought after by collectors. Cut to a historical chart showing coin production stats. While Philadelphia produced millions of these quarters, only a small percentage were released without a mint mark. This rare variety has led to some serious coin hunting for enthusiasts and a huge increase in demand over the years. Cut to a series of graded coins, with price tags appearing next to them. So, what's this coin worth? Well, the value of a 1976 no-mint mark Washington quarter depends on its condition. A standard coin in circulated condition could be worth around $10 to $15. But here's where it gets exciting. Higher grade coins, especially in mint state, can command a premium. Cut to an image of a 1976 no-mint mark quarter graded MS67 by PSGS. Some of these quarters have been sold for upwards of $5,000 or more. In fact, the 1976 no-mint mark quarter in perfect condition could even reach into the millions of dollars, especially if it's part of a rare set or has unique characteristics. Close-up shots of the quarter showing the obverse and reverse zoom in on the lack of mint mark near the date. So how do you identify the 1976 no-mint mark quarter? It's actually quite simple. Just look for the date on the obverse side of the coin. If there's no mint mark beneath the date, you have a no mint mark coin. Remember, this only applies to coins struck at the Philadelphia Mint in 1976. Cut to side-by-side comparison of a regular P mint mark quarter and a no mint mark quarter. If you're unsure about the authenticity of your coin, always check with a professional grader who can give you a certified grade. This will dramatically affect its value. Transition to a coin auction scene with high bids being displayed on screen now. Let's get into the big question. Why are these coins worth millions? The rarity, the history, and the sheer demand from collectors worldwide have combined to push the price of well-preserved 1976 no-mint mark Washington quarters into rarefied territory. Cut to a high-end coin auction in progress, with a 1976 no-mint mark quarter being auctioned in the right conditions. A 1976 no-mint mark quarter has sold for jaw-dropping amounts, thanks to its historical significance and rarity. For collectors who have been searching for that one missing piece in their set, finding this coin in top-tier condition is a treasure and they're willing to pay top dollar for it. Before you go digging through your change jar, remember that the condition of the coin plays a huge role in its value. If you believe you found a 1976 no-mint mark quarter in exceptional condition, it might be worth getting it graded by a professional service like PSGS or NGC. Host stands in front of a display case with a variety of coins, smiling to sum it up. The 1976 no-mint mark Washington quarter is a true gem for coin collectors, with some rare examples worth millions. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting, keep your eyes peeled for this special coin. Who knows, you might just find one in your collection. Host holds up the 1976 no-mint mark quarter again. We're diving into the fascinating world of coin collecting, and specifically, the 19B9P Washington quarter dollar. This coin might look like just another modern quarter, but trust me, there's more to this coin than meets the eye. So, let's explore its history, its value, and some rare examples that could be worth millions of dollars. The Washington quarter dollar has been a staple of American currency since 1932. However, the 19B9P mint mark coin stands out in its own right. Let's break down why this seemingly regular coin could be more valuable than you think. First, a quick history lesson. The Washington quarter, designed by John Flanagan, was introduced in 1932 to commemorate George Washington's 200th birthday. Since then, it has undergone some design updates but has maintained its iconic appearance, featuring George Washington's portrait on the obverse and a majestic eagle on the reverse until 1999, when the America the Beautiful series began. Fast forward to 1989. The Philadelphia Mint, marked by the P mint mark, produced these quarters. Like many modern coins, most of them were mass-produced and used for circulation. But not all coins are created equal, and there are rare variations that can make these quarters extremely valuable. So, why is the 19B9P Washington quarter special? Most of the quarters produced that year were designed for everyday use, with millions minted, but collectors know that there are certain versions that could be worth thousands, or even millions, if they're in the right condition. One key factor that affects the value of the 19B9P quarter is its condition. The coin is typically worth around 25 cents in circulated condition, but in uncirculated or proof condition, its value can rise considerably. However, it's the rare errors and varieties that can make a huge difference. Some collectors have been fortunate enough to find 19B9P quarters with significant minting errors. These errors could include double strikes, misaligned dies, or even the presence of unique die cracks. Coins with such errors are highly sought after in the numismatic community and can skyrocket in value. For example, one 19B9P Washington quarter with a double die error can fetch up to 1,000 yuan or more depending on the condition and type of error. But the real jackpot? A unique, high-grade error coin could potentially fetch millions of dollars at auction. In fact, similar rare coins have been known to sell for astronomical prices at auction. The rarity and the demand from collectors drive up the price, and in some cases, a mistake made during minting can be the key to unlocking a fortune. Now, before you rush to your change jar thinking you've struck gold, not every 19B9P quarter will be worth a fortune. For one, the coin needs to be in exceptional condition, and ideally, it should have some sort of error that makes it stand out from the rest. To find out if your 19B9P quarter could be worth more than face value, check for minting errors, like double strikes or off-center impressions. Examine the overall grade of the coins in mint condition, especially those rated MS67 or higher, can be worth far more. If you think you've got something special, it might be worth getting your coin professionally graded. Grading services, like the Professional Coin Grading Service, PSGS, or Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, can assign a grade to your coin, which will help you gauge its true value. Remember, coin collecting is about more than just searching for rare coins. It's about the joy of discovery and the thrill of owning pieces of history. But who knows? That 19B9P Washington quarter that you find in your change might just be worth a small fortune. We're focusing on a particular gem that's captured the attention of collectors and investors alike, the 19B9P mint mark Washington quarter dollar coin. Cut to close-up of the coin being displayed now. Most of us know the Washington quarter as a staple of US currency. But there's more to these coins than just their history. Some of them are worth millions of dollars. So, let's dig into the fascinating story of the 1991 Washington quarter, its value, and why it could be sitting right under your nose, worth far more than you think. Cut to vintage footage of Washington quarters being minted, transitioning to a shot of the E coin. The E Washington quarter was part of the regular series minted by the U.S. Mint at the Philadelphia facility, marked by the P Mint mark. It features the iconic profile of George Washington, designed by John Flanagan, and has been part of U.S. currency since 1930. The reverse side of the coin showcases an eagle, a symbol of American strength and freedom. Show detailed close-up of the coin's design. 1991 wasn't a milestone year in the history of the Washington quarter. However, it was a time when the U.S. Mint was focusing on standard circulation coins, with no major changes to the design or composition. But as we'll see in a moment, there are exceptions to every rule in the world of coin collecting. Transition to a shot of a magnifying glass inspecting a quarter. So, what makes some 1991 Washington quarters so valuable? The answer lies in rare minting errors that can occur during the production process. Show a coin with visible minting error, like a double die or an off-center strike. One of the most sought-after errors in coin collecting is the double die variety, and a few 1991 Washington quarters are known to have this feature. A double die occurs when the coin is struck more than once, resulting in double features, especially in the lettering and date. These errors are extremely rare, but if you find one, it could skyrocket in value. Show an example of a double die 1991 Washington quarter. Another valuable error is the off-center strike, which happens when the coin is not properly aligned with the die. These misaligned strikes can cause the coin to appear uneven or off-center, making them incredibly rare and highly collectible. Show an example of an off-center 1991 Washington quarter. Cut to a graphic of increasing coin values. Now, you're probably wondering, how much could a 1991 Washington quarter really be worth? Well, the standard 1991 quarter is worth just 25 cents, the same as any other circulating quarter. But with the right minting error, we're talking about serious money. Show coin price listings and auction results. Double die varieties have sold for thousands of dollars at auction. In some cases, a well-preserved 1991 double die quarter can fetch anywhere from 3,000 美元 to 1,000,000 美元, depending on the grade and the severity of the error. In rare cases, especially with well-known examples, these coins could be worth even more. Cut to an auction scene or close-up of a rare coin auction listing. Off-center strikes and other error coins from 1991 quarters can also be worth thousands. It's not uncommon to see these types of coins valued between $1,000 and $5,000 at the lower end. But for a perfectly preserved, high-grade coin with a major error, the price could shoot up into the millions. Transition to a step-by-step guide on inspecting coins. Make sure the coin has the P Mint mark under Washington's neck and the year 1991 clearly visible. Use a magnifying glass to inspect the date, the word Liberty, and In God We Trust. Look for any signs of doubling, where the letters appear thicker or misaligned. Hold the coin flat and look at its edge. If the design appears off-center or if part of the coin is missing, you could be holding a rare error coin. Other signs of errors, like die cracks or uneven strikes, can also increase the value of the coin. Cut to a shot of the host holding a 1991 Washington quarter with a magnifying glass. Collecting rare coins is all about patience, knowledge, and a little bit of luck. A 1991 Washington quarter might seem like a common coin at first glance, but with the right minting errors, it could be worth a small fortune. Show images of the coin and examples of error coins. Again, do you have a 1991 quarter in your collection? Take a closer look. It might just be the jackpot you're looking for. As always, make sure to subscribe for more tips and tricks on coin collecting, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a valuable find. We're diving deep into the 1991 Washington quarter dollar coin, its history, its value, and why some examples of this coin could be worth millions of dollars. Let's unlock the secrets of this fascinating coin. Let's take a trip back to 1988. The Washington quarter was first introduced in 1932 to honor George Washington's 200th birthday. By 1988, it had become a staple of American currency. The P Mint mark on these coins signifies they were struck at the Philadelphia Mint, a hub of coin production for over 2 centuries. Over 596 million Washington quarters were minted in Philadelphia that year, making it a relatively common coin in circulation. On the obverse, you'll find John Flanagan's iconic portrait of George Washington, designed all the way back in 1932. Flip the coin over, and you'll see the majestic bald eagle perched on a bundle of arrows, symbolizing strength and readiness, surrounded by olive branches representing peace. 91.67% copper, 8.33 nickel diameter, 34.3 millimeters. While most 1988 quarters look just like this, some have rare errors and varieties that make them incredibly valuable. Here's where things get exciting. Error coins from 1988 have captured the attention of collectors worldwide. Look out for these rare varieties. Double die errors. These coins show doubling on the lettering or design, especially on Liberty or the date. Magnify your coin to spot this subtle but valuable flaw. Off-center strikes. Coins struck off-center are a result of misaligned dies and can fetch hundreds to thousands of dollars depending on the extent of the error. Clipped planchet. Say clipped planchet means the coin's edge is missing a portion of its material, making it a unique collectible. Mint state grades. Regular coins graded in exceptional condition, like MS68 or MS69, can skyrocket in value because they are so rare. Some of these coins have fetched tens of thousands of dollars at auction. And if an ultra-rare error variety or perfectly graded coin surfaces, it could be worth millions. Want to know if your 1988 quarter is worth big bucks? Here's what to look for. Coins in mint state, without scratches or wear, are always more valuable. Use a magnifying glass to inspect details like doubling, off-center strikes, or clipped edges. Professional grading by PSGS or NGC can authenticate and certify the value of your coin. Pro tip: if you find a pristine 1988 quarter in your collection, don't spend it. It might just be worth more than its face value. Now, you're probably wondering, how can a 1988 quarter be worth millions of dollars? The truth lies in its rarity and demand. If a unique error or a one-of-a-kind variety is discovered, collectors will pay a fortune to own it. In the world of numismatics, every detail counts, and sometimes, the smallest flaw makes the biggest difference. So, what are you waiting for? Check your coin jars, dig through your pocket change, and examine those 1988 quarters. Who knows? You might be holding a small fortune in your hands. If you enjoyed this video and want more tips on rare coins and valuable finds, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. Don't forget to share your discoveries in the comments below. Did you know that a simple 1990 Washington quarter could potentially be worth millions of dollars? Yes, that's right. Hidden in your pocket change could be a life-changing treasure. Stick around as we dive into the fascinating history of this coin, uncover its true value, and reveal what makes certain coins so incredibly rare. The Washington quarter has been a staple of American currency since its introduction in 1932. The 1990 Washington quarter was minted in Denver, one of the two primary mints producing these coins that year. Over 927 million quarters were struck at the Denver Mint in 1990, making this a common coin at first glance. But don't let that fool you, there's more to the story. When it comes to the value of a 1990 Washington quarter, condition is everything. Most circulated examples are only worth their face value of 25 cents. However, uncirculated coins and those with high grades from third-party grading companies like PSGS or NGC can sell for anywhere between $10 and $50. But the real treasures are those that have achieved a near-perfect grade, like MS68 or MS69. These are extremely rare due to the coin's high production numbers and typical handling during distribution. So, what could make a 1990 quarter worth millions? Here's the secret: rarity. Coins with minting errors or unique features are the key to those jaw-dropping prices. One of the most sought-after errors is a double die obverse, where the design appears doubled due to a misalignment during the minting process. Another highly valuable error is the missing clad layer, which exposes the copper core and creates a striking visual difference. In fact, one rare 1990 Washington quarter with a unique error sold for an astonishing amount at auction, making headlines and changing its owner's life forever. To see if you're holding a fortune, start by closely inspecting your 1990 quarter. Look for unusual features like doubling in the text or design elements, weight differences that could indicate a missing clad layer, any misalignment or unusual markings on the coin's surface. To confirm its rarity and value, consider sending it to a grading service. A professional evaluation could turn your find into a massive payday. The 1990 Washington quarter is more than just pocket change, it's a potential treasure trove. Whether you're a seasoned collector or someone just getting started, always keep an eye out for those rare features that could set your coin apart. And remember, the next time you find a 1990 quarter, don't just spend it, inspect it. Who knows? It might just be worth millions. Could this tiny piece of American history hiding in your pocket change be worth a fortune? The 1990 Mint Mark Washington quarter might just surprise you. From its fascinating history to jaw-dropping auction prices, stick around because you don't want to miss this deep dive into its secrets. Let's take a quick journey back to 1998. This was the last year of the classic Washington quarter design before the U.S. Mint introduced the popular state quarter series in 1990. The Denver Mint, where this coin was struck, produced over 821 million of these coins that year. While that may sound like a lot, there's more to this quarter than meets the eye. So, what makes the 1998 quarter special? On the surface, it features the iconic design by John Flanagan, with George Washington on the obverse and the bald eagle on the reverse. But collectors are always on the lookout for rare minting errors. Some 1998 quarters have been discovered with unique characteristics, like double dies, off-center strikes, or even die cracks. These errors can increase the coin's value significantly. Now, let's talk value. Most 1998 quarters in circulated condition are worth face value just 23 cents. However, if you've got an uncirculated or mint state coin, the story changes. Coins graded MS65 or higher by professional grading services like PSGS or NGC can fetch $10 to $20. And here's the kicker: rare error coins can sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars at auctions. But what about those coins worth millions? While no 1998 Washington quarter has hit the $1 million mark yet, some pristine or error varieties have been sold for tens of thousands. For example, if a coin displays an extraordinary mint error or is graded MS68 or higher, one of the highest grades possible, it could be worth a fortune. And who knows? The next record-breaking quarter might just be in your pocket. Inspect your coin. Use a magnifying glass to look for mint marks, doubling, or errors. Coins with minimal wear have higher value. For coins that seem special, send them to a grading service for authentication, and once you've identified a valuable coin, store it properly in a coin holder or airtight container to preserve its condition. Now it's your turn. Go through your coin jars, pocket change, and collections to see if you've got a 1998 Washington quarter that could be worth a small fortune. And if you do, let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss another exciting coin discovery. We're diving into the fascinating story of the 1996 mint mark Washington quarter dollar coin that might just make you a millionaire. The Washington Quarter series began back in 1932 to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. The design, created by John Flanagan, features the iconic profile of the first U.S. president on the obverse and a majestic bald eagle on the reverse. By 1986, these coins were well into circulation, with millions produced at the Philadelphia Mint, hence the P mint mark. But here's the kicker: not all 1986 quarters are created equal. Some rare examples of this coin have fetched jaw-dropping prices at auctions. Let's talk about why. So, what makes the 1986 Washington quarter so special? The value comes down to three key factors: condition. Coins in pristine condition, known as mint state or MS grades, are highly sought after by collectors. An MS-67 or higher grade can multiply the coin's value exponentially. Errors and varieties. Some 1986 quarters feature unique minting errors, like double dies, off-center strikes, or die cracks. These errors make them extremely rare and desirable. Low population in high grades. Even though over 551 million were minted, very few have been preserved in perfect condition, making high-grade examples exceptionally valuable. Here's where things get crazy. Did you know that a 1986 Washington quarter in flawless condition sold for over 16 million at auction? And that's not all. Rumors suggest that certain error varieties could be worth millions if authenticated and sold to the right collector. Collectors are always on the hunt for these hidden gems, so if you've got one, you might just be sitting on a gold mine. Now, let's see how you can identify and evaluate your 1986 quarter. Follow these steps. Check for the P mint mark, located just above the date, on the obverse side. Inspect for errors. Use a magnifying glass to look for doubling, missed strikes, or unusual features. Grade your coin. If your coin looks perfect, consider sending it to a professional grading service like PSGS or NGC. They'll assign it a grade and authenticate its value. So, there you have it. The 1986 Washington quarter might seem like just another coin, but it could be worth a small fortune. Whether it's a rare mint error or high-grade beauty, these coins are proof that treasure could be hiding right in your pocket change. Be sure to check your quarters and let us know in the comments if you found anything special. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more coin hunting tips and stories. Until next time, happy collecting. We're diving deep into the fascinating world of the 1986 mint mark Washington quarter dollar. This humble coin might look ordinary, but did you know that some of them could be worth millions of dollars? Stick around to learn about its history, value, and what makes it so special. The history of the 1986 Washington quarter. The Washington quarter has been a staple of U.S. currency since 1930, introduced to honor the bicentennial of George Washington's birth. By 1985, the Philadelphia Mint, identified by the P mint mark, was churning out billions of quarters every year. That year alone, 1.1 billion quarters were minted in Philadelphia, making it one of the most common quarters of its time. But what makes the 1995p quarter stand out? While most of these coins hold little more than face value, certain rare features and errors can make them incredibly valuable to collectors. Why some 1995p quarters are worth millions? Here's the exciting part. Some 1995p Washington quarters have unique errors or rare features that skyrocket their value. Let's break down a few key factors. Look for double die errors, where the lettering or design appears doubled. This rare misprint can turn an ordinary coin into a collector's dream. Coins graded as MS67 or higher by professional grading services like PSGS or NGC are incredibly rare. Out of billions minted, only a tiny fraction are preserved in pristine condition. These flawless coins can fetch thousands, even millions, at auctions. Any unusual characteristics, like off-center strikes, die cracks, or planchet errors, could add significant value to your quarter. Always inspect your coins carefully under a magnifying glass or microscope. Current value of 1995p Washington quarters. These are worth about 20 cents, or their face value. Uncirculated coins in lower grades, MS60 to MS15. These can sell for 5美元 to 20美元. Now we're talking serious money. These coins can fetch anywhere from 1000美元 to 1万美元 at auctions, depending on the error type. These could be worth hundreds of thousands or even millions of dollars. In fact, a high-grade, error-free 1995p quarter recently sold for an unbelievable 2 million at auction. Can you imagine finding one of these gems in your spare change? Inspect your change. Check every 1995p quarter you come across. Look for errors, high luster, and sharp details. A magnifying glass and a coin scale are must-haves for serious collectors. Final thoughts. Who would have thought a 1995p Washington quarter could hold such incredible value? Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, always keep an eye on your pocket change. You might just strike gold, or should I say, silver. If you found this video helpful, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to Rare Coin Chronicles, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a new video. Let us know in the comments, have you checked your 1995p quarters yet? We're exploring the 1995 mint-mark Washington quarter dollar coin. Could one of these coins hiding in your pocket change be worth millions? Stick around to find out. Show vintage footage of the U.S. Mint in action, with text overlay, Denver Mint, 1995. First, let's start with a little history. The 1971 Washington quarter was minted during an era of transition. After 1995, the U.S. Mint switched from silver to a copper-nickel-clad composition for quarters. This change made post-1995 quarters less valuable in terms of metal content but still vital for collectors. The D mint mark on these coins tells us they were produced at the Denver Mint in Colorado. In 1971, over 258 million Washington quarters were struck at this facility, so it's not exactly rare, or is it? Cut to an extreme close-up of the D mint mark under a magnifying glass. Here's the twist. While most 1995 quarters are common and worth only face value, certain unique factors make a few of them extremely valuable. These factors include minting errors, high-grade examples, and unusual characteristics. For example, coins graded at MS67 or higher, those in near-perfect condition, are incredibly rare and can fetch thousands of dollars at auctions. But wait, there's more. Show examples of coin errors, like off-center strikes, double dies, or die cracks. Check the lettering and numbers on the coin for signs of doubling. This could add big value to your coin. If the design is misaligned, it's an instant eye-catcher for collectors. These coins have a small chunk missing from the edge due to a minting mishap. Even minor errors can make your 1995 quarter worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Grading is everything when it comes to coin value. Coins in mint state, MS, conditions are graded from MS60 to MS70. The highest grade, MS70, represents absolute perfection, and these coins are rare. For example, a 1995 quarter graded MS67 once sold for over 300 美元 at auction. Imagine what a higher grade coin could go for. Some speculate that the right error or perfect grade coin could reach millions if discovered today. Show hands inspecting a coin with a magnifying glass, a soft cloth, and a coin scale. Use a magnifying glass to look for scratches, wear, or mint luster. Check the details like the lettering, mint mark, and edges for anything unusual. Submit your coin to a professional grading service like PSGS or NGC for an official evaluation. A small investment in grading could uncover a hidden treasure. Show a display of valuable Washington quarters in a collector's case. So, whether it's tucked away in your pocket, hiding in an old collection, or discovered in a coin roll, the 1995 Washington quarter could be your ticket to a life-changing payday. Remember, even a tiny detail could make all the difference. If you learned something new today or if you're inspired to check your change, hit that like button and subscribe to your channel name for more amazing coin stories. And let us know in the comments what treasures have you found in your coin hunts. Hey there, coin collectors and treasure hunters. Did you know that a simple 1995Washington quarter could be worth millions? That's right, this seemingly ordinary coin in your pocket change might be a jackpot waiting to be discovered. Stick around as we dive into the fascinating history of this coin, its value, and what makes certain 1995quarters so incredibly rare and valuable. History of the 1995 Washington quarter. Let's start with a bit of history. The Washington quarter was first introduced in 1932 to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. The 1995 quarter was struck at the Denver Mint, identified by the small d mint mark just below the date on the obverse. Over 1.1 billion quarters were minted in Denver that year, making it a common coin, or so it seems. The obverse features the iconic bust of George Washington, designed by John Flanagan, while the reverse displays the American eagle perched on a branch, classic symbols of patriotism and strength. So, what is a 1995 quarter worth today? In circulated condition, most of these coins are only worth their face value 25 cents. However, in higher grades, such as uncirculated or mint state condition, their value can jump to $5 to $10. A perfect grade of MS67 or higher can fetch anywhere from $50 to $100 at auctions. But here's where it gets exciting. Certain 1995 quarters are worth far more due to errors or unique characteristics. The rare errors that make 1995 quarters worth millions. What makes a 1995 quarter worth millions? It's all about rare minting errors. Let's go over some key ones to watch for. Double die errors. Look closely at the lettering on the obverse, particularly Liberty, In God We Trust, or the date. If you see doubling, you hit the jackpot. These coins are misaligned during minting, leaving part of the design missing. The more dramatic the error, the higher the value. If the coin appears to have a bite taken out of it, that's a rare error. Wrong planchet errors. Occasionally, a quarter is struck on a nickel or dime planchet, an extraordinary mistake that collectors love. Some of these error coins have sold for over $1 million at auction because of their rarity and demand. Tips for identifying and grading your 1995 quarter. Use a magnifying glass or coin loupe to inspect the coin for any doubling, misstrikes, or unusual features. Check for high-quality luster and sharp details. These indicate a higher grade. Consider sending your coin to a professional grading service like PSGS or NGC. A certified grade can significantly increase its value. Final thoughts on how to check your pocket change before you spend your next quarter. Take a moment to examine it closely. Who knows? You might have a rare 1995 Washington quarter worth millions sitting in your pocket change. This is why coin collecting is not just a hobby but also a potential gold mine. We're diving deep into the fascinating history, hidden treasures, and skyrocketing value of the 1995 Washington quarter. So, grab your coin collections, because this might just blow your mind. Let's start with a little history. The Washington quarter was first minted in 1932 to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. Fast forward to 2003, and we have a unique design as part of the state quarters program. The 2003 quarters were minted to represent 5 states: Illinois, Alabama, Maine, Missouri, and Arkansas. Each state's design tells a unique story, and the Philadelphia Mint, marked by the P, produced millions of these quarters. But not all 1995 quarters are created equal. Some of them hold secrets that make them extremely valuable. While millions of 1995 quarters were minted, only a tiny fraction were struck with unique minting errors or preserved in pristine condition. Rare examples can be worth thousands to millions. A coin's grade, determined by its condition, plays a huge role in its value. Coins graded as MS65 or higher by professional grading services like PSGS or NGC fetch premium prices at auctions. Keep an eye out for minting errors. Double strikes, off-center strikes, or die cracks can send the value of your quarter soaring. Some error coins have sold for tens of thousands of dollars. Here's where it gets really exciting. In rare cases, a perfect condition 1995 quarter with a unique error or an incredible grade could sell for hundreds of thousands or even millions at high-profile auctions. For example, a 1995 quarter with a dramatic minting error recently made headlines by fetching over $1 million. These kinds of finds are the holy grail for coin collectors. Check for the P mint mark on the front of the coin, just below Washington's portrait. Use a magnifying glass to inspect your coin for doubling, die cracks, or off-center strikes. These errors are often subtle but incredibly valuable. Is your coin shiny and scratch-free? If it looks flawless, consider sending it to a professional grading service. Look for any unusual designs or anomalies. These are often the keys to massive value. Get your coin professionally graded to confirm its value. Listed on reputable auction sites like eBay or Heritage Auctions. Work with a coin dealer to negotiate the best price. Remember, $1 million coin is rare, but even coins worth a few $1,000s are a big win. The 7003p Washington quarter is more than just pocket change, it's a piece of history with the potential to make you a fortune. So, check your coin jars, explore your collections, and who knows? You might just be holding the next $1 million coin. We're diving into a fascinating topic, the 19p mint mark Washington quarter dollar. This isn't just any coin, some of these are worth serious cash, potentially millions. Stick around to discover its history, what makes it special, and the secrets that can turn your pocket change into a jackpot. Historic footage of the U.S. Mint and a 19p quarter being struck. The 2019 Washington quarter is part of the America the Beautiful Quarters program. This program was launched in 2018 and ran through 2019, celebrating national parks and historic sites across the U.S. in 2018. 5 unique designs were released, representing iconic locations. Lowell National Historical Park, American Memorial Park, Ward in the Pacific National Historical Park, San Antonio Missions National Historical Park, Frank Church, River of No Return Wilderness. Each of these designs was struck at multiple mints, including the Philadelphia Mint, which added the P mint mark on the coins. Close-up of the coin's obverse and reverse sides, highlighting the details. What sets these coins apart is their incredible design and craftsmanship. The obverse features the classic bust of George Washington, while the reverse highlights detailed scenes from the national parks. But here's where it gets interesting, some 2009p quarters have rare errors and variations that make them extremely valuable. We'll talk about those in a moment, but first, let's understand the general value of these coins. Coin grading chart and examples of graded 2009p quarters. Most 2009p quarters in circulated condition are worth their face value, just 25 cents. However, uncirculated examples can fetch $1, $5 depending on their condition. Now, if your 2009p quarter is graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC and receives a high grade, such as MS-98 or MS-99, its value skyrockets. For example, a 2009p low quarter in MS-98 recently sold for over $500 at auction. Highlighted images of error coins with arrows pointing to details. Now, let's talk about the real treasure, the error coins. Some 2009p quarters have unique minting errors that make them one of a kind and drive collectors wild. Here are some examples to watch for. Look for overlapping designs caused by misaligned dies. These coins have partial designs missing and can fetch thousands of dollars. This error causes doubling on the letters or numbers. A double die 2009p quarter could sell for tens of thousands. These are rare cases where the coin was struck on the wrong metal. If you're lucky enough to find one, you could be looking at $1 million payday. So, how can you find these rare 2009p quarters? Start by checking your pocket change, coin rolls, and old jars of coins. Use a magnifying glass to inspect the details closely. Look for unusual features like doubling, off-center strikes, or odd coloring that could indicate an error. If you believe you have a valuable coin, don't clean it, this can damage its value. Instead, send it to a professional grading service to authenticate and grade it. There you have it, the 2009p Washington quarter is more than just spare change. It could be your ticket to a fortune. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, always keep an eye on your coins. Who knows? You might uncover the next $1 million treasure. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more amazing coin collecting tips and stories. Until next time, happy hunting. We're diving deep into the 19p mint mark Washington quarter dollar coin, a coin that holds fascinating history, surprising value, and yes, it's worth millions of dollars in some cases. So, grab your magnifying glass, and let's get started. Quick cut to a close-up shot of a 19p Washington quarter. First, let's rewind a bit and explore the history behind the 19p Washington quarter. The year 2000 marked the dawn of a new millennium, and the U.S. Mint had a lot to celebrate. While there was no major design change for the quarter that year, the coins were still being struck with incredible attention to detail, and many of them would become key pieces in the coin collecting world. The Washington quarter was first introduced in 1932 to commemorate George Washington's 200th birthday. By the year 2000, the quarter had become an iconic symbol of American currency, and the 19p mint mark was struck at the Denver Mint. It was part of the regular circulating quarters, but with the right characteristics, some of these coins became highly sought after by collectors. Let's talk about the features of the 19p Washington quarter. The obverse, as always, features the classic portrait of George Washington, designed by John Flanagan. This design has remained largely unchanged since the 1930s. On the reverse side, you'll find a majestic eagle in flight, which is the signature design of the quarter's reverse. What makes the Diao Washington quarter unique, however, is its minting details. This coin was produced in massive quantities, but that doesn't mean it's not special. The D mint mark signifies it was struck in Denmark, and this small letter can be your key to uncovering the value of these coins. Now, let's get to the exciting part. How much are these quarters worth? The Diao Washington quarter isn't particularly rare, but in certain cases, it can be worth a lot more than its face value. For a typical Diao Washington quarter in circulated condition, you might only get a few cents above face value, maybe around 0.00 美元 to 1 美元. However, here's where it gets interesting. Some collectors are paying millions of dollars for certain Diao Washington quarters. But wait, why would a coin like this be worth so much? The answer lies in rare varieties and minting errors that have occurred over the years. There have been instances where the Diao Washington quarter has had minting errors that significantly increase its value. One example is the Diao Washington quarter with a double die, known for showing a doubling effect on the letters and numbers. If you happen to find one of these error coins in your pocket change, you're sitting on a gold mine. A double die can occur during the minting process when the coin is struck more than once, causing the image to appear twice on the coin's surface. These error coins can go for thousands of dollars, and depending on the severity of the doubling, some have even been known to sell for over $10,000. But that's not all. In exceptional uncirculated condition, certain Diao quarters have been auctioned for as high as 3 万美元or more. The key is finding a coin in perfect or near perfect condition, preferably graded by a reputable coin grading service like PSGS or NGC. So, how do you identify if your Diao Washington quarter could be worth thousands or even millions? Here's a quick rundown of what to look for. First, inspect the mint mark. If you see any abnormalities in the D mint mark, it could indicate a rare variety. Next, check for double die errors. Look closely at the date and lettering for any signs of doubling. Finally, the condition is everything. The higher the grade, the more valuable the coin. Coins graded MS67 or higher are where you'll see big value differences. Now that you know how to spot a valuable coin, you might be wondering, where do you sell these rare quarters? The best places to sell include reputable coin dealers, auction houses, and online platforms like eBay. If you think you found something truly special, getting your coin professionally graded is a must. To wrap it up, the Diao mint mark Washington quarter dollar is more than just pocket change. With the right minting errors or high-grade condition, these quarters could be worth thousands, even millions of dollars. So, next time you find a Diao Washington quarter, don't just toss it in your change jar. Take a closer look, it might just be your ticket to a rare find. We're diving deep into the fascinating world of the 2D mint mark Washington quarter dollar coin, a coin that made history when it was released, and some of these coins are worth millions of dollars. That's right. The 2D quarter is no ordinary coin. It was part of a landmark release, and it's sparking excitement in the numismatic community. But what makes this coin so special? Let's break it down. First, let's talk about the history. The 2D mint mark Washington quarter was the first time in over 2 years that a U.S. coin was minted with a P for Philadelphia on the obverse the side with George Washington's portrait. Before this, the Philadelphia Mint used a P mint mark only on pennies. So, this was a pretty big deal. The U.S. Mint decided to honor the city of Philadelphia for its pivotal role in U.S. history, which is why they put the P mint mark on the 2D quarters. Now, you might be thinking, so, it's just a regular coin. Well, not exactly. Let's get to the good stuff, the value. Now, most 2D quarters, which were circulated in 2D are worth face value just 2 cents. But hold on to your seats, because some of these coins can be worth far, far more, and here's why. Some of these 2D quarters have errors or unique features that make them incredibly valuable. For example, rare double die errors or coins with pristine, high-grade conditions could fetch hundreds or even thousands of dollars at auction. The most valuable ones are graded as MS67 or higher by the professional coin grading service. Now, here's where it gets wild. In 2017, some collectors found specimens of this quarter that could be worth millions of dollars, yes, millions. For example, a 2D quarter with a major error or exceptional quality could reach upwards of $1 million, depending on its rarity and condition. How can you find one of these million-dollar coins? Well, you'll want to start by checking for any unusual errors. Look for things like a double die, where the design is doubled due to a minting mistake, or coins with particularly high details, sharpness, and minimal wear. Also, make sure to check the condition. Coins that are in uncirculated condition with no scratches or wear are going to fetch the highest prices. If you think you found a rare 2-day quarter, where do you go from here? Well, you can sell them at coin shows, through auctions, or online platforms like eBay or heritage auctions. But always make sure to get it graded by a professional organization like PCGS or NGC before selling. This will ensure you're getting the best value. Remember, collectors and investors are always on the lookout for high-quality, rare coins. So, if you've got one, it could be your ticket to a major windfall. So, the 2-day mint-mark Washington quarter-dollar coin may have started as just another regular coin, but due to its historical significance and potential for errors, it's turned into a treasure that could make you a fortune. Keep your eyes peeled, check your change, and who knows, you might just stumble upon a coin worth millions. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more awesome coin collecting tips, history, and value updates. And, if you found a rare coin, tell us about it in the comments below. We're diving deep into one of the most fascinating coins in modern American currency, the 2-day mint-mark Washington quarter-dollar. This coin may just look like a regular quarter to the untrained eye, but trust me, some of these can be worth millions. Stay tuned to find out why. Cut to coin, zoom in with a catchy intro graphic. 2-day mint-mark Washington quarter. $1 million treasure. Cut to historical footage of Washington and old coins. First, let's take a trip back to the history of this coin. The Washington quarter was first minted in 1932 to celebrate George Washington's 200th birthday. Since then, it's been a staple of American currency. Fast forward to 2002, the U.S. Mint produced the Washington quarter as part of its ongoing series of state quarters, which featured a different design for each state. The 2-day quarter, struck in Denver, is part of the second year of these state designs. Show footage of the 2-day quarter alongside other state quarters in 2-day. 5 states were honored, and the coin you're looking at is from the Ohio series. It features an iconic image of an American flag and the state name Ohio. But here's where it gets interesting. Show various images of the 2-day Washington quarter with different conditions now. You might be wondering what makes the 2-day Washington quarter so special. Well, it's all about rarity and condition. While the regular circulation 2-day Washington quarter is worth just 20 cents, certain variations can fetch extraordinary prices at auctions. Close-up shots of mint-era coins. Some of the key factors that influence the value of these coins include errors, misprints, and unique characteristics. For example, rare double-die errors where the coin was struck twice can make a 2-day quarter worth tens of thousands of dollars. The double-die error happens when the coin die shifts slightly during the minting process, resulting in a blurry or thickened design. Cut to footage of an error coin and compare it to a normal 2-day quarter. There's also the possibility of finding the silver-proof version of the 2-day quarter. These coins were made specifically for collectors and are minted with a higher quality and silver content. A pristine silver-proof coin from this year can be worth hundreds, and in some cases, even more. Cut to a visual guide showing how to examine a quarter for valuable features. Let's talk about how you can identify a 2-day Washington quarter that might be worth a small fortune. First off, look closely at the condition of the coin. Coins that are in uncirculated or near perfect condition tend to be more valuable. A coin's grade is crucial here. Cut to footage of a grading scale, like the Sheldon scale. A grade of MS65 or higher is typically what collectors are after. Look for sharp details, no visible wear, and a glossy finish. The clearer and more vibrant the coin's design, the higher the potential value. Zoom in on double-die error and close-ups of different coin features. Narrator. Next, check for errors. Double dies, off-center strikes, or even incorrect mint marks can significantly increase the value of your quarter. If you spot any of these features, be sure to get your coin professionally appraised. Cut to footage of online coin auctions, local coin shops, and collectors' conventions. So, you found a potentially valuable 2-day Washington quarter. Now what? You have several options when it comes to selling or auctioning off your coin. You can take it to a reputable coin dealer, list it on an online auction site like eBay, or even attend coin conventions where collectors gather to buy, sell, and trade. Cut to visuals of online listings showing high-value 2-day quarters. Just make sure to have your coin professionally graded first. This can help you get the best price possible and avoid selling to someone who might undervalue your find. Cut to footage of a passionate coin collector flipping through rare coins. Collecting coins is more than just about making money. It's about preserving history, learning about different eras, and sometimes unearthing hidden treasures. The 2-day Washington quarter, with its state-specific designs and potential for errors, is a perfect example of why numismatics can be so rewarding. show examples of other valuable coins from different years. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting, keeping an eye out for these unique and rare coins can lead to some exciting discoveries. Dive into the world of rare coins that could be hiding in your pocket change. Today, we're talking about one of the most fascinating and potentially valuable coins out there, the 1999 mid-mark Washington quarter dollar. Now, this coin may seem like just another quarter, but trust me, there's more to it than meets the eye. Let's take a closer look at its history, how it came to be, and why some of these coins are worth millions of dollars today. The Washington quarter was first introduced in 1932 to honor our first president, George Washington, on the 200th anniversary of his birth. The design remained relatively consistent for decades, but by the late 1980s, the U.S. Mint decided to commemorate the United States with a special series of quarters. 1999 was a pivotal year in this series, as the U.S. Mint began releasing the first 5 state quarters. These featured the unique designs of Delaware, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Georgia, and Connecticut, marking the beginning of a 10-year coin series. Among these, the 1999 mint-mark Pennsylvania quarter is one of the most famous. This coin has become a staple in coin collecting communities, especially because of the minting error that happened during production. Let's break it down. The 1999 mint-mark Pennsylvania quarter was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. Normally, the P mint-mark should be easily identifiable. However, some 1999 quarters were mistakenly minted with a flawed or missing mint-mark, making them exceptionally rare. Now, the ones with a clear error, like those with a missing mint mark or misstruck features, are incredibly valuable. Some of these error coins have been auctioned for thousands, and in certain cases, well over $1 million. One of the most notable sales was a 1999 Pennsylvania quarter that sold for an eye-popping $1.2 million at auction. That's right, $1.8 million for a single quarter. So, what makes these quarters so valuable? Well, the rarity and the errors in the minting process have driven up their prices. There were fewer of these coins produced than initially thought, and the mistakes made them a collector's dream. But how can you tell if you've got a rare 1999 quarter? Here are a few things to look out for. Look for the mint-mark. Make sure the P mint-mark is clear. A missing mint-mark could signal an error coin. Examine for striking errors. Some coins may have misaligned or doubled images. Check for variety coins. Coins from different mints or with specific design details can make them more valuable. If you think you have one of these valuable coins, get it examined by a professional or a reputable dealer. It could be worth far more than face value. In conclusion, the 1999 mint-mark Washington quarter is more than just another piece of pocket change. With its rich history, the exciting state quarter series, and the rare minting errors, it's a coin that has captured the attention of collectors worldwide and could even make you a millionaire. That's it for today's deep dive into the 1999 Washington quarter dollar. If you're new to coin collecting or a seasoned pro, remember, rare coins like these are out there waiting to be found, and you never know when you'll come across a treasure that could change your life. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more coin collecting tips and stories of hidden gems.